Hello, welcome to episode 47. Nathan picked this movie, so why don't you introduce it?
Yes, Shutter Island, the story of a policeman. I don't remember where he's from exactly.
There.
I'm gonna just say New York because I literally Boston. Yeah, Boston. I'm not familiar with American places. So this New York cop from Boston comes into Shutter Island to uncover a conspiracy to experiment on patients. And minor spoiler, it turns out he's actually the mental patient.
Oh, yes, a spoiler discussion as always. I probably should have given a warning. Whoops.
I gave a warning.
So I actually found this site called Grade Saver. It has a bunch of interesting stuff about this movie. Let's see. There's some interesting questions. What is the symbolic significance of the lighthouse? It's like it's like the place of truth. Like is this like a trope where the place of truth?
Yeah. I
Because
don't
there's
know
kind
if
of one like that in Annihilation as well. I wonder if there's other movies something like that. Probably.
it makes sense, right? It'll like
Yeah, no, I can get behind that.
and it does turn out to be the place of truth because that's where he finds.
Yeah, I mean, thinking about the movie, there's a point where his partner slash his psychiatrist basically just did, and that kind of weirded me out in the sense that like if he's the guy's psychiatrist, why the fuck is he ditching him?
That's a good question. Yeah, the
true,
way
yeah, he
this
just leaves
form
him
of
to
treatment is just weird.
Like the guy goes down the cliff, could have killed him.
Yeah, I get like building the scenario, but they literally just like leave him out and just they don't really seem to care where he is for like a whole day. Well, a whole night. They're just like, hey, he'll find his way back. It's a bit sketchy, and like I think that was part of the. In retrospect, I was a bit like, okay, this is.
I think I'll be catching the better in that. I think the internet's better in the kitchen.
Oh, you're moving the set.
No,
it's like he's walking.
Yeah, I was going back to the kitchen because the audio is cutting.
Just let your sister join. Just
no, she hasn't seen this movie.
So what?
She can't join us.
Give color commentary.
Oh my god, they want you to join the podcast. No, she refuses.
Oh man! Well, next time tell her she has to join.
They want you next
gonna
time.
Be talking,
she's probably scared of Peter's friend.
Yeah, she's gonna be
you don't know
bothering
these people.
everyone. You know, she might as well join.
No, she doesn't want to because she doesn't know you too.
She doesn't know me. Well, tell her we can get to know each other.
That's so fucking creepy.
All right. So, a lot of people, from what I've heard, from what I've read, they don't like this movie. I think it's all right. I've seen it multiple times. I think at least 5 times, not 6 times
I think
now.
it's a good film. It's just there's some minor plot holes that kind of I didn't like.
Like, what would you say?
Well, with the psychiatrist like leaving him on his own like that is
leaving him.
Yeah, that is just not like a thing that would ever happen, and it just kind of breaks your suspension of disbelief. I commented on the film like there was a point where they were like walking through this like wet tunnel and it was like raining water on them, and their clothes were like bone dry, and that kind of like that was like,
well,
you feel like it reminded it's a movie.
At that point, that's after the storm when they're going in towards sea,
Yeah, but
and they
but
walk in
the
there.
water
There is
is
water falling. There is water falling, but I don't think it's
but
enough water to drench them. All you can see
but
like drops
you
falling.
see like some wet spots on their
I
clothes because they're
guess.
wearing bare white clothes. It's
Do they have to get hit by the water though?
well, they were
Necessarily?
walking like straight through like where it was dripping. That's the thing because there's those 3 skylights
I
and the
guess.
water was just dripping down.
Yeah.
I think that was that. I mean, that's a nitpick though. It was just like
I feel I'd have it on my back if anything, or if it hit me.
yeah,
It's like,
maybe it probably hit their shoulders, drip down their chest a little, but like whatever.
maybe.
I mean, you were quickly distracted by the the insane guy bloody jump.
Yeah. I guess
Kitty,
I
stop it.
wouldn't really too focus on that. But yeah, that's really nitpicky.
Yeah.
Peter, what do you have to say about the movie? I mean, what are your thoughts on it? Is it a meme movie? You gonna dismiss it? We provide any, insight to it? No? Your sister still there? Hello?
No, she's
You
not
busy
paying
with her?
attention. She even gave me headphones so she
Oh.
can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Flirting too hard, Alucard.
Nothing. They're just wondering you were still there. This episode's weird.
Yeah, because you're not saying anything. Maybe
Oh
you're
yeah, I was just
distracted.
listening.
Peter.
Also, my cat was
Ah,
scratching the
okay.
garbage can.
Ah,
I
I
see.
see. Important things, right?
And again, what any interesting hints to the twist that you noticed?
What did you notice, Peter?
Well, I thought honestly, I started realizing that the moment they found the woman, the main conflict was basically over. I was like, wait, I should have noticed something was up because like that's really weird. The conflict was basically over like 51 minutes in. And I should have noticed the moment they gave him the straight jacket, something was up.
Well, not that I can say that I noticed this the first time I watched the movie, but if you look at everyone, they each have a way of staring at him, looking at him strangely, like intently in some cases. And obviously, all the guards at the start, they're armed, they're all surrounding him. It's not like a normal meeting you'd probably imagine between U.S. Marshals and like a representative of the psychiatry or that would be picking him up. It's just very
it's like
intense.
like 10 men with guns just picking him up from the boat. It was
and just surrounding him. They have a perimeter on him.
yeah, it was a bit unnerving.
Yeah.
Like, do you think it's an interesting thought. The gun at the start. Do you think it was a fake gun or an actual? Do you think they actually got a loaded one for that starting section?
I think it was always fake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always fake. Okay.
Yeah, because
his delusions wouldn't let him see through it.
Yeah, I don't
in the
ever
first
trust a
place,
patient with a
unless he
real
had to
gun,
use it.
no matter what. Because even you can just throw a real gun, someone will probably do damage.
Yeah.
Anything else? Let me look.
What else, Peter? I saw a question that said, "What's the significance of the fog at the start?"
Oh yeah.
What do you think, Peter?
The fog. I didn't even notice there was fog in the starts. Let me go. So
Well, what do you think it would mean?
So I'll have to steal. I'll have to steal from the site.
Okay.
What
does your sister think?
She hasn't seen this movie. I already told you that.
God damn it, Peter!
The flashbacks to his wife, like when he's holding the wife, the bleeding, the like all wet and the wife's bleeding from her stomach. That kind of like let on that there's something happening.
She thinks you're a bunch of incels.
Incels? Wow.
Dude, I have a fucking fiance. Fuck off.
One of them has a fiance.
Listen, no one's trying to get in your sister's pants, okay? So
what do you say?
She can she can try to flatter herself, but
look, just because Peter's a kissless virgin doesn't mean we are.
Yeah, I mean Peter's got to think for his sister, but I mean we don't. So see, even Jumbo's joining in. See, it's the fog of the mind. See, he knows exactly what the fog means, and he's also offended by what your sister said. It's not very nice.
Not nice.
Yeah,
Where's Jumbo saying this? In fact,
in the PD chat,
Yeah,
Peter, you need to link up your
Yeah,
Twitch and your
stream.
fucking Discord. God damn it!
Yeah, this is
like
it's
such a-
uncalled for.
It's rude.
She better get with it because she's gonna be left behind if she doesn't.
She'll
Tell
hit
her
the
to think about
wall,
that.
and then
Yeah, tell her to think
that'll
about
be
that.
it.
She can look up. There's this video of the forgotten women from China. Tell her to watch that video. That'll tell her everything she needs to know about her future.
Oh my god. This has gone way off track.
Well, bring it back. Bring it back, Peter. Bring
Okay,
it back.
let me
hear
find.
it.
Got it.
Most of all these essay questions are like not very open ended. Okay,
Mhm.
what does the last line of the film mean?
Last line of the film.
Last line of the film. Oh, so
Very
I
good
think
line.
he was aware, very much aware, and pretending that he'd regressed to escape the fact that he'd basically killed his wife and let his kids die. Right, so I think he willingly chose lobotomy.
This line kind of reminds you of that line from The Dark Knight saying you either live to be the villain or die the hero. Like that's very similar to this line.
It's a bit of a trope.
Whatever, Rachel.
Live as a monster or die as a good man. It's a bit of a trope, but
Good
it
call.
was good.
Good catch there. I hadn't even thought about the Dark Knight and that, but yeah, he wants to continue living in his altered reality so much that he's willing to undergo this procedure rather than face the truth, face what he did, face the tragedy that befell him. He wants to forget about all that, continue living his created world where he is a good man rather than an alcoholic that
Or at
neglected his
least
wife.
live as a mindless zombie, as they say in the film.
Well, I mean, that's gonna be the outcome of it. But
Well, I mean,
what's he gonna know?
Yeah, well, do you consider Teddy to be a monster or a good man at this point?
I consider him to be a good man. I think
He's a good. He just suffered his tragedy. Like
yeah, he's a victim. He's a victim of his wife, and unfortunately, he can't live with it.
Yeah.
Don't marry crazy.
Yeah, don't marry Peter's sister.
Damn.
Look, I mean, she's the one calling everyone incels,
Yeah, I mean, she's probably got to think for Peter.
The signs of the.
I never hung out with my sister.
I don't hang out with anyone that calls me an incel.
That too. Yeah, take that, Peter. And she dragged you too. It's not just us now. You're part of the group too.
Yeah.
So in a way, she insulted you pretty badly.
I don't care.
All right, Peter.
Okay, I don't care.
Okay, so what's next? Can you answer a question, Peter? Can you give us your insight? I always am looking forward to your vast knowledge of these films.
Okay, do you have any questions you want to ask me?
Oh no, you just talk. I don't have a question. You just talk.
I think
I asked about the fog before, and I mean, Jumbo kind of answered the question for you. You didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you elaborate?
I said I forgot there was a fog at the beginning, so I had no answer.
What if we? Okay, so let's say this.
I should look up questions before I rewatch movies, so I think about these things.
See it, but I'm telling you that there was fog. So how about you answer the question?
So I think the fog was mainly to set up the tone, because fog is a very ominous object.
Okay. Ominous.
Yeah, like it's you set of dread.
Think about Silent Hill. Remember we watched Silent Hill?
Yeah, I remember Silent Hill. That movie's lame.
Damn, poor Brandon in this pic.
Video game movies really
do well. Rolling in his grave.
I can't wait.
All right, Peter. What else do you have to say?
Let me quickly. I don't really got anything else to say. Do you have, if you don't have anything else to say, I guess we can move on to the question and answer because we got 2 question answers.
Oh hell yeah!
I just clocked on to the fact that he was like he was seasick in the beginning, and he was saying he doesn't do well with water.
Hmm.
Is a relation to his kids being drowned.
Oh, good
I
call. I
just
didn't
caught,
even think of that. Yeah.
I just clocked onto it now.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the beginning of the film, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He most certainly doesn't do well with water.
No, and it's definitely a recurring theme in the film.
It is. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that fucking the goof with the glass. I still don't get that. Was it a goof or was it intentional?
Oh, that's definitely a goof. I mean, yeah.
Is it a goof?
Really
Let's see
happened.
what was a goof on IMDb.
You remember in The Shining when he's eating the sandwich and it's all like barely chewed in, and after another take, it's like all chewed up.
Yeah. So in this film, he's interviewing the patients, and he asks the woman asks for a glass of water. They pass her the water. She goes to drink the glass with her. She picks up the glass with her left hand. She drinks with her right hand, an empty glass. Like there's no glass in her hand, and she drinks that. And then she puts the glass back down with the left hand, and it's empty.
Yeah.
And it's
Get
a
down!
very strange moment.
Do you even watch the movie, Peter?
Yeah, I watched them. What are you saying, Rachel?
You're gonna get what the fuck is wrong with you?
I guess I watched the movie. I always do.
You watched the wrong movie? What?
I always watch. Why did I say that?
What's going on, Peter?
Oh, sister was talking to me.
You need to get a better handle of this film club here.
I'm trying, man.
Hold to those reins really hard. You know? All right, what's the other question? Or have you even asked a question yet? Where are the user submitted question?
Oh, time for Q&A. Okay, let me get
Yeah, let's
timestamp.
move on to Q&A. Established
We had a
briefly
decent
as well as
discussion of
question.
this, I think. Alright, first question. Which Toy Story is the best in the series?
4.
Yeah.
My sister says 4.
3.
2.
Okay.
1.
Next question.
Alright. So this is kind of related to the movie. How come they chose to do a gay mental illness twist instead of something supernatural? We can't really answer that because we don't have more Daisy to be interviewed. But if we ever get him on the podcast, I'll ask him that. I'm gonna guess it's similar to keep it similar to the book. Never read the book, so I can't.
Never read the book either.
I didn't even know it was based on the book until today.
I don't see why it would go with something supernatural.
Like what? What
Yeah,
interesting?
There was never really hints of it being a super.
I don't know. He could be haunted. The guy could be haunted. That would be an interesting twist.
I mean, like the closest I ever got was like occult Nazism. Like that was the closest it ever got, but it never really veered that far.
The subject matter just works better with being realistic than that.
Yeah,
I think.
This movie was trying to be realistic,
especially linking it, to the Nazi experiments.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Is that it, Peter?
Yeah, that's the 2 questions. So, B Hill's Gonzo. So, Alucard, it's your turn to pick.
Have you watched Mystic River before?
No.
No, we are going to do Mystic River next
Okie
time.
dokie. Mystic River next episode.
Oh, sure.
All right. Good. Yeah, I'm just trying to pick something Peter's never watched, so maybe he will actually watch the movie this time.
I do watch the damn movies all the damn time.
Contribute instead of just try to work his way around actually contributing.
He's found this website that tells him about what the movie does.
Oh, he's probably gonna look up another website next week. So.
Oh my god!
Why don't they believe you watch the movies?
I don't know, Rachel.
Can this person go do chores or some shit? Rather than interrupt our discussion here?
It says,
You don't even wanna
can this
join the
person do
discussion,
chores instead
but
of
they're-
interrupting our discussion?
But they're giving input.
Hey,
Okay, Rachel, how about you join us for
right.
Mystic River discussion next
She
time?
can watch the movie
Sure.
next time, then she can contribute
Oh,
to
she
the
says she wants to
conversation
join
rather
us
than
next
just
time.
making comments. All right,
Oh,
let her join.
yes.
Let her join.
Alright, this is gonna be a good episode.
Well, she better watch the movie, unlike you, Peter. Bagels wants you to thank your sister for uploading the picture.
One person in the chat wants to thank you for uploading the bike picture.
oh my god, am I still famous for that?
Yes.
Tell them
So
to get over it. It
famous.
was like 5 years ago.
She says to get over it. It was from like 5 years ago.
Damn,
Not the
Bagels,
picture.
get
Picture's like
over
11
it.
years ago. Or even more than
Get
that.
over
Yeah,
it.
they know what you mean.
Okay.
Because literally in the picture says pure
Scorching.
fucking bike picture, yo.
Just boom.
How will Bagels ever recover?
I don't know. I
Okay.
got blasted right now. Just fucking blasted. Damn. Holy shit.
Okay.
Alright, Peter.
Good episode. Alright, so next time we may or may not have a younger sister joining us. Oh god.
I need more
Younger.
alcohol for this.
Oh no, Peter.
What?
That's not good. Alright. Don't forget, Peter. Mystic River.
Jesus Christ.
Alright.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go play
If
Minecraft.
she's such a
See you guys later.
nothing.
Oh, is the episode over? I don't want to cut out early.
Are we gonna end the
Oof. Oh.
Oh,
Alright, so it's
forget
nothing
everything I
else.
said as well. I didn't say nothing.
Alright, so we got nothing else to add, so that's the end of the episode. What a great episode.
And that was pretty good. Next one will be even better.
We'll see about that.
yeah.
Trust
Please
me.
upload it to
Alright.
YouTube.
Yeah, they do.
Awesome.
Hopefully that scumbag B Hill will be here next time, fucking sleeping in or something.
Oh my god. So,
Alright.
is the picture to represent your sister going to be a bite?
Very
They should have invited
disappointed.
for the location
Bye.
one.
She thinks you should have invited her for the Loquisha one, but whatever.
Ugh.
Love that movie.
She loves that movie.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't.
Yeah, but whatever, too late now. Maybe we'll invite her
It's
for
too
the
late.
other Jeremy Savile movie, The Test.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, let's not.
Never
Let's
pick
not
that
do it.
movie, please.
It's funnier than Loquisha, trust me.
No, I bet.
I'm not picking it next, though,
More
don't worry.
terrible.
Mhm.
Okay, but, we're signing off. You're done?
All
Alright.
right. See you, everyone.
3,
Yeah, we're
2,
done.
1.